once and trollops amongst me. And my loyal subjects, you better be loyal. Today we're in Jack in the Box.
Hi, would you like to begin on time?
Hi, sorry, can you say that again?
Is it a minute?
Oh, yes. Can I get the Monster mozzarella sticks?
Sure.
And then, can I also get the Monster shake, a small one? Oh, you only have regular? Okay.
Okay, so the Monster mozzarella and the shake, okay?
Or actually, instead of the shake, could I just get a Diet Cherry Coke?
Diet cherry Coke, okay?
And, could I try the Monster taco? Or could I just get the Monster meal, actually? Sorry, I just saw you have the whole meal.
You're in a Diet cherry Coke, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, and anything else for you today?
No, that's it, I think.
Thank you. It's gonna be 14.27.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. 14.27. That's how much my mom makes in a year. This lady's gonna put me in debt, and I just came back from getting my brakes done because apparently my creepy, disgusting coworker told me that my brakes were squeaking, and he kind of scared me. Let's try this Monster munchie meal. I was gonna get the shake, but honestly, I'm trying to be skinny because I have to go back to work tomorrow, and I know those heifers are mad, so I gotta keep them mad. I finally found parking, my loyal subjects, and I got Jack's munchie meal. Well, this isn't the munchie meal. This is the Monster munchie meal. Sorry, I have my light on my steering wheel, so this is it. Ooh, munchie giant, what is this called again? I forgot. Giant Monster munchie meal, and this big mozzarella stick. Whoa, this is actually really good. Why do you do this to me, Mother? My mom told me that I have to try this mozzarella stick and that it's so good. I don't even like cheese, but oh, shish. Damn! Oh my gosh, this is actually dangerous. This is really, really good, you guys. Whew. And it is pretty big, actually. This is $3 by itself, but I say it's pretty worth it. Let's try the Monster Munchie Taco. I'm trying to get for the center, so let me just... It's pretty good. It just tastes like their basic tacos. Nothing special. Oh! They even put chicken nuggets in here. That's pretty random. Oh yeah, my sauces. Let's see. Do these heifers even give me my sauce? My evil mother, you guys. She sent me here. She was like, you have to try the mozzarella sticks. You have to try them there. The Monster mozzarella sticks, because you're a monster bitch. So you need a taste of your own medicine. This is the buttermilk ranch. And what is she doing? She's messing up my flow. I'm supposed to be a skinny queen when I walk into work tomorrow. This is actually some good ranch. Let me try it with a curly fry. Well, let me get a good one. Whoa, look at this curly fry. Let's try some. Dip her ass in that ranch. Woo! The last time I had Jack in the Box curly fries with ranch, let's just say I was in a dark, dark place with very, very, very low self-respect and love for myself. I know, don't even say it. You don't have any self and respect, but what am I even saying? And still it's amazing. And that was about like 6 years ago. Actually, no, not 6 years ago. I'm tripping. That was like 5 years ago, maybe 2020. Yeah, I think everyone else in 2020 had low self-respect. So give me a pass. And let me just say, my last video from 2 weeks ago about that horrible, horrible, disgusting friend of mine basically treating me like scum of the earth and calling me a hippo. Well, joke's on her. Let's just say after that video was posted, somehow, some way, she got very, very sick. I don't know if I'd get the whole meal again. The monster tacos are just like their basic tacos. They're whatever. Honestly, I wouldn't really get the tacos again. Curly fries are freaking delicious as always with their ranch. Oh, look at her. Their chicken nuggets are good, but like, I don't know. I'm not really a chicken nugget person. I'm more of a chicken tender woman. These are like 7 out of 10. The tacos, 7 out of 10. Curly fries, 9. This is a 10. But if you're like me and you don't just like to eat like cheese and you want some substance, you know, like some fried chicken nuggets and a Diet Cherry Coke, whew, then get the whole meal. But the whole meal is like $13, and that's a very lucky number in my book, so do what you will. Speaking of lucky numbers, this morning I was watering my plants on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I was like, let me water my plants and, you know, get my place nice and adjusted for a little Sunday reset. And, you know, I'm on the patio watering my plants with a water pail, and my downstairs neighbor screams and says, "You're watering my patio," or "You're wetting my patio." And I was like, "Oh, sorry." And then I closed the patio and trickled back inside, hiding, you know. And I was like, okay, well, I stopped watering the plants, because also when she told me that, luckily that was like the last plant I was watering. So I didn't water anymore, obviously. And I told her sorry. So, you know, I thought we were good. 5 minutes later, after I fed Orange Chicken, my cat, I'm sitting on the couch about to watch TV, and life's passing me by. And what do I get? Nothing but a knock on my door, and I know my ass didn't order any packages. Who the hell could that be? I didn't answer. I was like, maybe they'll go away, but I already suspected it was my neighbor. And I was like, maybe if I ignore it long enough, it'll go away. Luckily, my door was locked and my windows were closed. But Orange Chicken, my cat, and sometimes he'll like sit on the window still. What if the blinds are, well, the blinds weren't open, but what if the window is open and, you know, they get really angry and they like take Orange Chicken, or they beat him up through the window? I don't know. But luckily it was closed. Anyways, 5 minutes pass. Still, lady, like, is it that serious? This, I haven't even read this yet. All I saw was like a peek that it said your downstairs neighbor, and that's it. I didn't want to read this early in the morning because I didn't want it to ruin my day. So I'm saving it for late tonight. I know it's still bright outside, but maybe because it's summertime, whatever. It's like 6 p.m. And this was like after every 5 minutes of waiting. So this went on for like 20 minutes in 5-minute intervals, just knocking. And I was like scared as hell. You know, I had to get orange chicken and hold him in my lap on my couch because I didn't know if my window was closed. So I was like, what if this lady kills him? Or I don't know. And then part of me was like, this can't be for the water incident. Like for water going on your patio, because I always water my plants. Maybe because I do it at nighttime. No one really tells me anything. But this is the first time this lady said something. And I don't even know what she looks like. This dirty, disgusting trollop harassing me for watering my plants. I mean, what do you want me to do? I understand I wet your patio, but I stopped and I closed the door. And you never mentioned anything before. What do you want me to do? Get a beach towel and dry up the patio floor? That's meant for plants. Maybe if you knew about living organisms and the oxygen they create for us, you'd be appreciative. So anyways, after about like 30 minutes or an hour, because also I was using my apartment laundry room. So when she was knocking on my door, my timer went up for the washing machine. So I was like, oh shoot, I need to put my clothes in the dryer. But she was knocking on my door at that time. So obviously I didn't go, and I just left my clothes to sit in there for like 30 minutes or an hour because I was scared to leave my door because I don't have a peephole. I don't have a peephole. And I have a Ring camera, but I don't have it set up because I'm stupid and I'm lazy, okay? And also, I think I have to get like one of those things where you could put it on apartment doors because apparently Ring cameras need to be drilled in the door. I didn't know that. So I don't think they'll let me drill it into my door. So I have to get some other thing so my Ring camera can be on my door and my apartment manager can't complain. Also, my apartment manager doesn't even know I have a kitten. So I don't want to be charged a pet deposit. So here I am sitting on my couch. My clothes need to be in the dryer and I can't even leave. And I'm holding Orange Chicken, who's already mad at my ass for trying to put him in a tiger costume. After an hour, I finally peeped through the window blinds and saw no one there. And I went to go put my clothes in the dryer. And lo and behold, this was left on my door. This lined ratchet paper. If you're going to address the queen, at least tie it up or stamp it with a ribbon or with candle wax. Lined notebook paper, you must be a young individual. I bet you're still in kindergarten. And she even taped it down with some duct tape. That's kind of a threat. If this were regular transparent tape, shipping tape, I think, you know, maybe you're a businesswoman. Duct tape, you have to be a serial killer. And I'm calling the Pope. I'm actually really scared to see this. I literally, when this was on my door, I kept this on my door all day because I was like, I didn't want to, it was like this. And I just kind of unfolded a little bit and saw this part where it says your downstairs neighbor. So who knows? Maybe it's nice. I don't know. At least it's not my manager knocking on my door, you know, confronting me about Orange Chicken and telling me I need to pay a pet deposit. So that's the beauty in this. But anyways, I kept this on my door all day because I figured if I took it off, she would know I'm not home. And you know, what if she would know I am home. And what if she like comes back up and says, I saw you took off the note, Heffa, so you must be here. Anyways, lo and behold, let's read what this peasant has to say. All this for water! Oh my gosh, I'm scared. All this for water. This lady is an evil serial killer. Hello. Hi. This is your... Actually, let me read it in this serial killer's voice.
Hello. Hi. This is your downstairs neighbor. Apartment. Beep, beep, beep. Every time you water your plants on your balcony.
My balcony, that's right, lady. I have the American right to water my plants. And you know, I only do it like 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah, I put a lot of water and it's going to trickle down.
Every time you water your plants on your balcony, the water drips down into our balcony.
That's common sense, lady. Obviously, it's going to drip down. I'm the upstairs neighbor. What do you think happens when water goes on top of a roof. When it rains, it drips down.
You end up flooding it, and all of our boxes end up soaking wet.
Well, why do you even have any boxes on your patio in the first place? What are you going to do when it rains? Are you going to talk to Mother Nature? Oh, Mother Nature, how dare you rain on my patio?
If you could please refrain from using so much water or find a way for the water to go elsewhere, it would be greatly appreciated. Kindly, your neighbor, Esmeralda.
Listen here, Esmeralda. This is what I think. Oh, I should cover the apartment number. Well, it doesn't really matter because I don't think you know my address. This is what I think, Esmeralda. I already had a rough week. How dare you come for me? And not in a sexual way. What am I supposed to do now? Spray my plants with a water bottle? And my plants are in pots before you say anything, but they have the little drain feature, so obviously water's going to trickle down. What am I supposed to do? They're not indoor plants, they're outdoor plants that require sunlight. Esmeralda, this is what I think of you. That's what I think of you, Esmeralda. I've already had a rough week, you guys, and then to end the week, right before, on my Sunday reset, this trollop peasant complains about water giving life to a living organism. And what if I say I don't like the way the water hits the tub? I don't like it when you have water on the bathroom floor after you take a shower. Why don't you put a mat? Well, you know why you can put a mat? Because you're indoors, and that's not normal. The patio is supposed to have water. If I water my plants. I had a rough week already, you guys. First off, that fake friend of mine that called me a hippo, let's give her a name. Caroline from last week, that was a fake friend and literally called me a hippo for wanting my Taco Bell burrito back. Her life, I mean, it went in shambles, okay? And I was actually really happy, and I thanked everyone, the universe, Wakanda. I thanked everyone when it went into shambles. And stupid me, she told me it was going in shambles. She was like, oh, this is happening. I'm not going to say what happened just in case she watches this video. All these things are happening to me. I need assistance. Stupid me was there to say, oh my gosh. Actually, I don't remember if I was there to comfort her. I don't know. But anyways, obviously, it's been a horrible week because basically I don't think her life is in shambles right now because I haven't heard about it. And I know this heifer is only silent when things are going good. Usually when this heifer does hit me up, her life is going in shambles. And she hasn't hit me up. So clearly, my curses aren't working yet. Yet, emphasis on yet. Now, enough of that, peasant. Esmeralda, as for you to come and threaten me with your duct tape and your school uneducated paper, I bet that's not even college ruled. It's probably wide width, like your wide back. And I don't even know what you look like. As for you, you should know I've had a horrible week. To make matters worse, last week, or not even last week, a few days ago, on like Wednesday or Thursday, my Instagram account got taken down. Yes, I tried to log into Instagram. Lo and behold, you know, my friend Yasmin texts me and says, hey, did you block me? And I'm like, no, why would I block you? She's my best friend. So I got scared. I was like, maybe one of my fake accounts I made to stalk someone accidentally blocked her, because you know how it's linked to your emails or whatever. Anyways, that's what I thought at first. But still, I wouldn't block her on my fake account. So I went onto the Instagram app to see what the hell she was talking about. And as I opened the app, it says, "Ow! You are suspended for account integrity because you think I'm not real because there's a stupid freaking ant in here. Oh my gosh. Account integrity. You don't think I'm real because I'm so beautiful and such a sweet, amazing person. I potentially could even be AI for how perfect I am." So, you know, at first I was flattered by the account suspension. But then it hit me. All my actual friends, even though they're online friends, are on Instagram. And even my enemies are on Instagram. So I guess that's a good part, because when I was temporarily suspended, and I'm pretty sure Caroline had something to do with it. Caroline had something to do with my account suspension. She probably saw my sexy ass online and got jealous that she can't be a submissive kitten like me. She has to be a dominating kitten. And not even a kitten, a cat. And she reported me for false integrity, when this is the real deal. If anything, Caroline, you are the false integrity person. You're as fake as my press-on nails. You're literally a plant-based friend. Fake! Snakes. Anyways, as you can see, I had mixed signals when my Instagram account got taken down. Mixed feelings, I should say. You know, I was sad because I don't have any in real life friends. So yeah, sometimes I post on Instagram for validation and for laughs and for hate and stuff. You know, maybe I didn't get that much attention as a child. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to become my therapist? Are you going to tell my therapist I see her tomorrow? And no, she doesn't know about my Instagram, because I know if she saw it, she will be jealous too that she doesn't have my submission skills. Man bun. You guys, I hate man buns. That's actually my biggest fear in a man, is that one day he's going to grow his hair out and decide to put a man bun on his head. I hate man buns. What was I even saying? Oh yeah. So I was sad because I don't have any in real life friends, and all the friends I do have are online mainly. So when my account was taken from me, you know, it's like Caroline's already being a bitch to me, and then boom! She reports my Instagram most likely out of jealousy, fear, hate, and suspense. And then I get suspended, taking away all my voices, all my intelligence I post, all my submission skills. What's so wrong about being a submissive kitten? I surrendered, and you still tried to lead me astray. Shame on you, Caroline, because I got my Instagram account back. Yes, that's true. I got my Instagram account back. I may have had to surrender to Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, but I'll never admit the real truth. I got my account back, you guys, so I'm so freaking happy. To celebrate, I got this Jack in the Box munchie meal, monster meal, actually. Jack in the Box monster tacos, because I'm a monster. And as for you, Esmeralda, you're gonna go in the crevices. You want to complain about my water trickling down from the upstairs patio to yours? Get an umbrella. And while you're getting an umbrella, make sure you get some pepper spray too. And maybe even some onions and garlic to protect you. Don't forget the rosemary. Because, oh girl, And I got a weapon. I am an armed woman. Yes, this is America. And I have the right to bear arms. With my cinnamon stick. Getting cinnamon all over my food. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely delicious. You guys, the monster meal from Jack in the Box is flippin' amazing. Curly fries, 10 out of 10. Monster. This monster mozzarella stick. Let's see if she still has a pull, even though it's been like 30 minutes. No, there's no pull, but. Oh, you know, I was supposed to try it with this marinara sauce. While we're here, let's dip it in this bloody bath. This is going to be you, Esmeralda, soon. You want to complain about my water dripping down. The next thing that's going to be dripping from your neck and your armpits and your knees and your ankles is this bloody mess. It's still pretty good. I probably should have tried it when it's hot. I know. Don't get mad at me. The marinara sauce is good. Let's try it by itself. This is for you, Esmeralda. Esmeralda, that sounds like a whimsical name. Esmeralda sounds like a nature name. I'm very surprised and honestly very, very disheartened that a woman such as yourself, named Esmeralda, would be afraid of nature. This is honestly really good. It kind of tastes like Little Caesar sauce. So if you don't like Little Caesar sauce, maybe don't try it. Anyways, where's Big Caesar at? I need to have a chat with him. My mom is a demon. She made me. She was like, oh, I had to get my brakes done today. And I had to pay with my own money. Or, not really. Kind of. Well, I guess it wasn't my money, but after it was given to me, it was my money. So technically, it was my money. It used to be my mother's money. Evil mother. But she gave it to me, so technically, I did pay with my own money. What I'm trying to say is I had to get my brakes done today at the mechanic, and it wasn't free. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. How in the world? What happened? Who was there? You know, was it an enemy? Was Caroline your mechanic? How was it not free? Well, the answer is this. My main mechanic that I usually see, who's really creepy, but usually gives me a good deal or a 5-finger discount. He wasn't there today. You know, I called, he answered the phone. Well, he didn't answer the first time. I see him playing hard to get. I'm joking. I called, he didn't answer the phone. Second time, he called back. And I said, I need to get some new brakes because my coworker said they're getting squeaky. And he was like, all right, come to the shop. So I went to the shop and I was like, where's he at? And this young 20-something-year-old man came out and showed me Google Translate and said, basically, that, should I give him a fake name? Oh, well, his name is Oscar anyways. Basically said, Oscar is not in today. I'll be taking over. I'm his help. So I already knew once it was a young man that I'm not getting a discount. I mean, no matter how much surrendering, no matter how bad I look, even if I were to give him this monster mozzarella stick, I probably wouldn't get no damn discount. But it was really cheap. It was like $140, but I gave him a $10 tip. And that tip was not for his service. That tip was for another mission I have him to do. I need you to go to Caroline's house. You're good with cars, right? Yeah. Why don't you go to Caroline's house? I'll give you the address. She lives nearby, don't worry. And put a damn potato in her engine muffler. And he said, poor Kay. Why not 2? And I said, because she has cameras and she would suspect me as the #1 potato muffler. So that's what the $10 was for. Potatoes are cheap, so the labor is really not much. You know, you're just putting a potato in the muffler. Anyone could do that. And I know I could have put on a disguise and stuff, but she would have recognized, if I put on a disguise, she would have recognized from her Ring camera just by looking at my sexy figure. Even if I was in a grandma costume, she would have been like, that small waist and those big hips and that juicy ass on my Ring camera, that has to be the queen cat. So that's why I had to have him do it, because obviously I'm not the same height or weight or body shape. When I was getting my brakes done, first he was like, okay, do you have the brake pads? I said, I don't know, like, what does that even mean? I just know that my brakes are squeaking and they need a changing. And he was like, do you have the brake pads? Well, he said it in Spanish, but he translated it. So just think of how to say that in Spanish. Okay, do is, how do you say do in Spanish? Donde es brake pads? Okay, that's probably not. Anyways, he asked me if I have the brake pads, and I said, I don't know. I really don't know what that means. Are they in my car somewhere? I have brakes, but they're squeaking. So then he looked around and pondered somewhere, and then he came back and he said, he needs to order the brake pads. So I'm like, what do you mean you don't have them here? And I thought I was gonna have to wait days and like come back or something after he orders them. But then he sent me another like Google Translate paragraph, and it said, you know, we can go to AutoZone together to make sure you get the right brake pads. And I was honestly a little frightened. I was like, if I go to AutoZone with him, what if I get catnapped? You know, he'd be driving my car, obviously, to get, I think, at least. And I don't know how far AutoZone is. Like, what if it's a lie? What if he catnaps me? What does he have to lose? And what does he have to gain? Everything, clearly. So I was really scared, but also I was kind of intrigued. Like, wow, do I look that trustworthy? Like, I was scared, yes. So I think I just said sure or whatever, because I really don't care about my life, as you can tell. And no, I guess I'm just a trustworthy person. And I have my weapons if needed anyways. Say he were to come in this car, I would be in the passenger seat, clearly. And he were to take me to get the brake pads. If he tried anything, I would just... And then I'd hop back in the driver's seat. So I said yes. And then I'm just sitting in this chair, waiting to see what he does next. And like 20 minutes later, or actually no, like 10 minutes later, he asks me if I have some weird, I forgot what the thing is called, like it comes with a card to take off something. It's like a wrench or a weird lug nut thing. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's some weird tool that comes with cars. Okay, he asked me if I have that, and I was like, oh yeah, I think so. I actually know that I had that because I had a flat tire before. Horrible trauma. So he asked me if I had it, and I gave it to him. The tool, that is. And then he said, I'm gonna get a sample of your brake pad so we could take it to AutoZone together. And I was like, okay, you know, again, very scared. What if I get catnapped? But also intrigued, like, he'd really risk it all for me. Like, what if he actually kills me? Actually, I gotta stop thinking like this. Are you gonna punish me? And he shows me a Google Translate text that says, actually, I'll come back with a receipt and you could pay me for the brake pad. I'm like, this is why I got a Diet Cherry Coke instead of the Monster Shake, because clearly I must have put on some sort of blubber, because how did his mind shift? Okay, I know I was afraid of getting catnapped and whatever, but how did his mind shift in like 20 minutes to say, I'll actually come back? Like, I thought I was a very trustworthy looking individual. And while I was happy and relieved, because I did text my best friend and was like, hey, you have my location. If I don't call you or text you in an hour, call the Popo. Cut the show. Go and get the gun. That's literally what I was saying. So when he came back and he told me, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was actually like kind of offended. Like, do I not look trustworthy? Did he see the cinnamon stick in the back seat? But he said I need some like belts or something, a new belt. I don't know what he's talking about, because I don't even wear jeans. So is he trying to say I have a flat ass or something? I don't need no belt, no new belts. And he said I had an oil spill somewhere on the car. And he showed it to me. I couldn't really tell because it just looks black. But yeah, you guys, today is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday, even after all the hell I've been through. And I'm back on my Instagram account. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great night and a beautiful Sunday. Again, I don't know if I'm going to edit this video. Maybe I'll just post it for fun because it's a long video and I like watching long videos. And maybe it'll comfort some of you. Comment down below what I should do with Esmeralda. What should I do with her? Or what should I do with her husband? I'm just joking. I'm joking. I don't even know if she has a husband, you know. Also, to complain about me about water. I'm not even a loud neighbor. I literally never have people over. I never have parties. Maybe because I don't have friends, whatever. The most noise you'll hear from my apartment is Orange Chicken screaming at me and meowing at me at 5 a.m. in the morning by the window still, you know, to feed him. That's the most. But my other neighbors across the street, or not across the street, I should say across my building, literally scream all night. Last night, I don't know if there was a game or what there was, but there was a bunch of screaming every 5 minutes. Ah! And I was like, what the hell is that? Like, what is it? I don't know if I should be concerned. But it kept going on, so I honestly don't know. Hopefully, they're okay. I guess that's why you can't really complain about that, because what if that person's just going through it? Whatever. My plants were going through it, lady. How dare you, Esmeralda? Comment down below what I should do with Esmeralda. Fake, you actually should change your name. It shouldn't even be Esmeralda. That sounds like a very nature whimsical name, like I was saying. Your name should not be Esmeralda. It should just be Eczema. Dry, itchy, rashy, dry skin. Clearly, because you don't like water. Esmeralda, more like eczema. And I don't even know what you look like, but I will be seeking your husband. I'm joking, or maybe I'm not. Good night, everybody. I love you.